It's so normal to put the kettle on and then either go on our phone or walk away and do something else, read something, go and look at something to distract us. And we do so much of this on autopilot without even thinking about it. Why is it our default mode to find things to either think about or things that we need to do? Typically, we only ever switch off when we go to sleep or we find an activity to distract us. And unless we have a headache or something wrong, we don't usually find time to check in with how we're feeling and really recalibrate. Putting the kettle on is actually one of many small moments in our everyday that we can turn into time to check in and ask yourself how you're doing and actually release ourselves from our responsibilities for a short amount of time. So instead of putting water in the kettle, turning on and walking away, give this a try. Firstly, mentally bring yourself into the moment by what I call zooming in to a particular sound. When you fill the kettle, for example, listen to the sound of the water. And if you have the tap on full blast, for example, you'll notice through sound the chaotic difference between rushing and pacing yourself. When the kettle is boiling, challenge yourself to listen to the sound of the water as it begins to fizz and bubble, and notice how weird it might feel to be focusing on something which is actually usually such a small part of your day. At this first stage, your mind will probably have some kind of narrative, and that's okay. But at each step, you will also find these thoughts or tasks coming in. Try the experience of just acknowledging these thoughts and then being able to bring your attention and your awareness back to the sound of the kettle boiling. It may feel a bit weird, but it's stretching your brain to focus on something. It can actually take about 2 to 5 minutes for the kettle to boil, depending on how much water you're putting in. This is valuable time that you can use for yourself. So the kettle's on, and while you have this almost ambient white noise of the kettle boiling, you can use this frequency to take a deep breath in through your nose and take it to the abdomen and let your belly inflate fully like you're a balloon. And then exhale slowly, and you can do this also with your mouth slightly open if you find that easier. You can bring your focus to watching the ripples of the water in the kettle, or you can close your eyes and focus on the sound as well. And if you're holding on to anything in your day, just with each exhale, let go of these thoughts and allow yourself to have this moment just for you. This simple process of water changing state actually reminds us that nothing is permanent. Even though the bubbles build up to a loud roaring sound, things will inevitably calm down or reduce to what we accept as our normal. And anything that is good will also pass, so enjoy it while it lasts. Any emotions in your day could be seen almost in your head like rushing bubbles rising to the surface, and you can visualize it in this way. And instead of letting these thoughts, which are temporary, actually hold power over you, you can observe them mentally as if they were bubbles passing in this contained space that you can just watch over. It might feel weird, but visualizing your thoughts in certain ways helps you to build that separation between whatever your brain is conjuring up in the past or for the future, and the fact that you are in this moment right now. And as the steam dissipates and you pour your cup of tea or you pour out the hot water, pay attention to the different sounds of this process. You can settle into this nice warmth that you have in this mug and I hope that practicing this and having the patience to try some of these techniques can help you realize it's good to have these moments that aren't about rushing off and doing something. You actually deserve time for yourself, even if it's just small bits of time throughout the day. They can accumulate and build a really good habit. It just shows that you can still incorporate meditative techniques into your day without needing to dedicate specific time if you struggle with that right now. So give it a try. A simple, mindful practice to make some me time out of boiling water in the kettle. Who would have thought?